welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and we are coming to you from the Hall of Fame room at Parx Racing. On today's show, the finest city we're going to recap. We're also going to recap the action from Maryland Million Day. Meet trainer Tim Shaw, who talks about his competitive turf filly, Precious Avery. Plus, our Parx horses are rocking and rolling. Join us today. We are racing post time 12:40 here, a special day. It's Hall of Fame Day. We have the MP Ballezzi Appreciation Mile, and the NTL is here. That's the National Thoroughbred League, partnering up with some celebrities and some athletes. Are pretty cool stuff. Yeah, it's the last 5 races today, the NTL races. Points are gathered in the NTL Philadelphia Cup, and it's going to be interesting. And we're told that one of the co-owners of the Philadelphia team is the great Dr. J, Julius Irving, who is supposed to be here at Parx today. So come on out. Yeah, something cool they're doing. It's a competitive league to promote horse racing and get people out to the racetrack to just see how exciting it is. You're going to see some pretty cool stuff. Well, let's get right into some racing. We're going to go back to Presque Isle Downs. 2-year-old fillies in the finest city, $100,000, 6 furlongs on the synthetic track, and we're looking at Dixieland Belle here, the favorite. We are. First-time starter, 6-5. This is Uptown Charlie Brown stud, trained down at Fairhill with Michael Trombetta. Obviously, they like this filly. Hadn't even started yet and is a favorite at $100,000 stake. And Kate DeMassey, our very own trainer from Parx, has honorable win, second choice, the Miss Blue Tie-Dye winner. We saw her in her debut on PA Derby Day win the Miss Blue Tie-Dye. Some competitive 2-year-old fillies here in the finest city.
Night Nurse Antonio Gallardo continues to show the way. The quarter went in 22 1/5 second, and this one opens up by 5 or 6 lengths. Morigani left back in second. Then comes Bougie Betts, honorable win, and at the back is Dixieland Belle. Now starting to mount a bid, but a lot to do to get the Night Nurse. Antonio Gallardo has the lead in second. Bougie Betts on the outside comes honorable win. Up on the rail, it's Dixieland Belle full of run and coming into third, and got his sights set 3 wide after the leader. Bougie Betts gets a short lead on the outside. Here comes Dixieland Belle gaining with every stride. Honorable Win is there further out. 3 of them across the track. Honorable Win is coming after Dixieland Belle. Pablo Morales shakes this one up, and it's Dixieland Belle with the lead. Honorable Win on the outside. Just can't get to the first-time starter.
Dixieland Belle with the win, but Honorable Win was knocking on her door. Really excited about these 2 PA-bred 2-year-old fillies. Yeah, they're the ones we talked about. They're the ones that ran it. Look, very impressive for a first-time starter to win a $100,000 stake. And certainly Kate's filly ran well, so congratulations to Bob Hutton, Uptown Charlie Brown. They got a nice little 2-year-old filly there. Yeah, looking forward to see them when they come to Parx. Speaking about Parx, let's get to some racing. We're going to take a look at Tuesday's 7th race. It was a really good one. Maximus Meridius, the promising gelding by Maximus Mischief, is our favorite. Yeah, it was recently gelded, ran a pretty good 4th behind Ben Tornado in the Gallant Bob. Maybe the best race he's run all year. Can he come back and do it again? Yeah, Kelly Breen sends out second choice favorite, River Dog. Always a fan of this horse. Always like to see when Kelly comes up with it. He's always well dressed with a nice hat. He is very dapper. Here's the call of Tuesday's 7th race.
River Dog now has a half length. Maximus Meridius fights on into second. Don't Wait Up, he's third. Windsor Gold. Then it's Our Pride and Joy to his outside. Tuskegee Airmen and the Green Blinkers, 22-3. They head into the far turn. River Dog is keeping Maximus Meridius at bay for now, but he's tugging on the reins. He wants to get a little bit more involved. River Dog, Maximus Meridius, Don't Wait Up, continues to track in third, biding his time. Windsor Gold being asked for a little bit more. Then it's Our Pride and Joy, Tuskegee Airmen, 6th and last, a quarter mile left to go, 46 flat for the half. The battle rages on. Maximus Meridius, River Dog fights on. Maximus Meridius has now stuck his nose in front. River Dog tries to counter. All the while, Don't Wait Up grinding down the center of the track along with Windsor Gold trying to get in gear. Maximus Meridius, Don't Wait Up with the final try on the outside. Windsor Gold, Maximus Meridius is game on the lead. Maximus Meridius hangs tough. Windsor Gold a final try. Maximus Meridius gets it.
Maximus Meridius, really good ride there by Frankie Pennington. He made the winning move when he saw Don't Wait Up coming, and he kind of swung the horse out, and game over. Yeah, I know Butch loved this horse as a 2-year-old last year. Maybe he's been a little bit of an underachiever, but he's got talent, and maybe they figured out his whole card now. Hopefully he keeps winning. Yeah, hopefully the light bulb is on. He's got to learn to win. That's what trainer Butch Reed said, and he did today. Well, let's go back to Monday's 7th race. Really competitive field here. Optional claiming few in for that $75,000 tag. 6.5 furlongs is the distance. And our favorite is shipping in from New York. Michelle Giangiulio is the trainer. She was the assistant trainer for Juan Carlos Guerrero.
Indeed, and this is a 10-strike horse. Obviously, Carlos trains for them as well. And the co-favorite, also at 9-5, the Monopoly Man, and the slight money favorite, as Danny said, is D-Day Sky.
Here's Monday's 7th race.
Whiskey Romeo Sierra leads the way as they make their way towards the far turn. Whiskey Romeo Sierra light the way, chases into second. Bronx Boys, he's in third, trying to gain on his stablemate. Then it's the Monopoly Man, turn up the trees, and D-Day Sky is the trailer. They go through the far turn. Whiskey Romeo Sierra, the main danger looks like it's coming from his stablemate to the outside. Bronx Boys looms to the outside. 46-4, less than a quarter mile left to go. On the inside, Whiskey Romeo Sierra. On the outside, Bronx Boys trying to sustain that bid. On the far outside, turn up the trees, making a rally, but they're all trying to catch Whiskey Romeo Sierra, who's trying to give them the slip on the front end. Whiskey Romeo Sierra continuing to chase Bronx Boys. The Monopoly Man trying to rally. A 16th left to go.
And it's Whiskey Romeo Sierra and jockey Frankie Pennington at 15-1. They take them gate to wire. Really impressive win, and I know the connections were just elated.
Yeah, it's interesting, Danny, when you look at this horse's form, the only 2 times he's won, loose on the lead. That's clearly the best way for this horse, and I'm sure they figured it out. Eddie will not forget, nor Frankie.
Yeah, and trainer Ed Coletti with himself a day. We'll talk about him a little later, but we are going to go to our first break. We have so much more coming up. More racing from Parx, and we're going to go to Laurel Park for Maryland Million Day.
Heading off of the far turn, still a leader, Precious Avery.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the hilarious Steve Trevino on Saturday, November 23rd, plus funny lady Kathleen Madigan on Saturday, December 7th. Don't miss these 2 exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Let's get into Monday's 8th race. This was also Parx picks and another good one for DJ. Capo is our favorite. This was your choice as well.
He was my choice. Actually, he wasn't my choice. My choice was Caddy's uncle, but you wanted Caddy's uncle, and I had the winner the week before. So I says, all right, Danny, you can take Caddy's uncle. I'll just I'll take Capo and see what happens.
Well, that was first and second choice, and here's the call from the 8th race on Monday.
I Don't See Colors all by himself on the lead, freewheeling on the front end as they go into the far turn. I Don't See Colors, Capital Conquest, he's in second, flanked to the outside by Caddy's uncle. DePoli's continuing his ascent, he's in fourth and beginning to rally. Capo on the inside, he's in fifth, losing some ground, Disturbed, and at the back, Put the Blame on Me. They're all going to have to catch I Don't See Colors, who's loose on the lead with a quarter mile left to go. I Don't See Colors as they go through a half, 46-3, and I Don't See Colors hits the top of the stretch with a comfortable lead, continuing to chase Capital Conquest. Capo in between, DePoli running a big race down the center of the track. I Don't See Colors, his strides are shortening. Capo making up some ground, he's in second, giving chase, trying to reel in I Don't See Colors, a 16th left to go. I Don't See Colors confronted by Capo. Capo with the momentum on the outside, and Capo gets to the wire in time.
Capo, love that cutback in distance with a powerful win there and a really good pick by this guy.
Yeah, I'm very lucky pick because, again, I was trying to pick another horse in the race, and Craig Donnelly had a horse who I think was very live, Talking Pharaoh, who was scratched. But, yeah, we had a winner.
We did.
2-1.
Big fan of Talking Pharaoh. We'll see him run back.
Indeed.
We're going to turn our attention to our national races of the week. We're going to go to Laurel Park, the $125,000 Maryland Million Ladies, a mile and an eighth over the turf. We're interested in post 3, Precious Avery for Tim Shaw.
Yeah, 9-1. She won this race last year, getting loose on the lead. When she gets out there, she's very difficult to beat. And you can listen to Tim all week. You can tell he was very confident. I love this ride by Sylvester Gonzalez. Everything went perfectly until right near the end. Here's Dave Rodman's call.
Heading off of the far turn, solo leader Precious Avery. Precious Avery takes him round the far turn, 3.5 furlongs out from Juniper Juice without a 4-length lead. Atlas Strong is third. Kobe Smile full ride there in fourth. Circle Home is trying to get underway. Circle Home now about to pass Active. Circle Home circles the field, 4 or 5 deep. Circle Home improving now. Circle Home's moved all the way up to third with a wide bid. Top of the stretch. Precious Avery takes the ladies for home. Precious Avery kicks away again by 5. Juniper Juice is second. Circle Home on the far outside trying to sustain that run. They come to the final furlong. Circle Home is gaining. Precious Avery desperate. Precious Avery, Circle Home. Circle Home surging up on the outside. Precious Avery's trying to hang on. Circle Home, and Toledo gets her home.
Precious Avery ran her heart out, but Circle Home got up and caught her with Jevian Toledo, and obviously he knows that Laurel Park turf course very well.
This is a really good horse, Circle Home. Unfortunately for Tim, there was a scratch early in the day which allowed Circle Home to get into the race. Otherwise, Precious Avery would have won clear, but a great ride by Sylvester. Beautiful training job by Tim. They did everything but win.
Yeah, and we actually went to Tim's barn to catch up with him to learn about Precious Avery and where he got his start in horse racing. Here with trainer Tim Shaw, and want to talk to you about Precious Avery. She ran a really game second on Maryland Million Day in the Ladies Turf Stakes, and what a filly she's been for you. But let's talk about that thrilling finish on Saturday.
Yeah, that was a fun day. We had made a plan going down there, Sylvester Gonzalez and I, that she's happiest just getting out of her way. I always say get out of their way, and sometimes I get in their way. But we said we were going to pretty much live by the sword or die by the sword. And when she got away and he asked her to get away and we lit her engine, we both knew she was going to roll, but she does have a high cruising speed. And I felt like if anyone ran with us early, we could sustain the early run, and if we got caught late, we got caught late. But you know, there was no pressure. It was, this is what we were going to do, and it was going to work, or it wasn't, and it nearly worked.
Well, it was awesome. A homebred for Mr. Smith, and she's your top earning filly in the barn. And you know, what's the rest of the year look like for her? Obviously, turf's winding down.
There's not much left for her this year. One of the good things about a turf horse is I think they have some longevity, because if you can give them that 60 days in December and January and start them up in February and then be ready to go in April, even for a filly like her, who she's very, very sound, I think it helps their longevity to just let them drop their heads for even 60 days. So there is a race in New York, the Forever Together, on November 10th. A little bit of trepidation. She has done most of her good running against state breds last year with Jersey breds and restricted company in Maryland. So it's going to be an acid test. But she did run her best number the other day. Her numbers have been progressing forward this year, even better than last year. So if there was ever a time to really test that open company water, it would probably be now. She's going to go home after that, and she's had a decent year again. So thinking about that for lack of any real other option, you know.
Well, our fans have had a lot of fun watching you. Can you tell us how you got started in horse racing?
I just became an owner and took care of the horse myself and learned the right from wrong, but taking care of it myself. And then I was doing some other things and then just took the blind leap one day, and a couple of guys gave me horses and I said I'd try it for a year, and here I am. I don't know how long. It's been a while.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. Your daughter, Joanna, obviously loves the horses, and she has some really cool artwork that she makes, a nasal strip for one of your horses that runs. And how much fun has it been sharing the love of horses with her?
Well, she's a joy, because she's really embracing. I mean, she's all horse all the time. It doesn't matter what it is. She's all animal all the time. But she really understands racing. She asks why we're doing something, why not, who's riding, how far is it. And if we're driving in the car and she'll ask me about, you know, who's running, and I'll say something, and she'll say how far, and I'll say blah blah, and she'll go, huh. And I'll say, what does that mean? She's like, oh, I don't, that's fine. You know, she's starting to have her little opinions about what's going on. And it's kind of fun because she really understands fractions and turf and dirt and layoffs and all kinds of stuff. So it's a joy and a curse because I think she's going to be all horse all the time for her whole life, and you know how that works out.
It's been a lot of fun cheering on Precious Avery, and congratulations with all her success.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's stay at Laurel Park. This is the Maryland Million Distaff. Fillies and mares going that tricky 7 furlongs distance, $100,000. Now, the favorite is Spencerian, the 6, but we have an interest in a few other horses in
We
here.
do indeed. A bunch of Parx combination here. Bourbon Bombay, who you know very well, is really solid. Foxy Jr., who won the Plum Pretty here and talked to the judge from Ryan Montoya. So a lot of Parx connections here in the distaff.
2.5 furlongs left to go. Spencerian punching on to the lead. Spencerian takes him for home. Foxy Jr. talked to the judge in retreat. Back to Matitude down to the inside of Bourbon Bombay is next. Kissed by an Angel saves ground into the stretch. 1.5 left to go. Foxy Jr. shifting out a tad under left-handed urging, but has come to grab the lead by a neck from the battling Spencerian on the inside. Out center of the track is Sheila's Warcloud, who's picking up very late on the scene. Time is running out. Here's Foxy Jr.
Foxy Jr. gets the win with jockey Jomar Torres, our Plum Pretty winner. And I thought Bourbon Bombay ran great off the layoff, and really interesting because Jomar has been aboard her for all her starts. I saw him looking to Carol on the trot back. You know, he was wondering how she ran, but Foxy Jr., a really exciting winner there.
For sure. Bernie Houghton, his farm's out in Coatesville. He's been around forever. Great guy. PA breds run all over the place, and they win. Jomar Torres, 5 for 5 this year on the dirt for Foxy Jr. The only time she got beat was at Presque Island at Topeka. Yeah,
Bernie Houghton told me on PA Derby Day he really gets her to run, and he really does. Jomar's got great hands. Well, let's go out to Keeneland, and why? Because Cheeto's there, trainer Ernesto Padilla Preciado. We're going to take a look at Saturday's 4th race, Salty Starter Allowance race, but we have the interest in the number 12, Alpine Thunder.
Yeah, Alpine Thunder has obviously run some really good races around here, and is going to, I don't know that Cheeto's ever had a horse at Keeneland, but man, he not only shows up at Keeneland, he gets Irad Ortiz Jr. to ride for him. They know all about Cheeto in Lexington, Kentucky. Here's the call.
Alpine Thunder far outside, and downtown Charlie Brown. Late run from Gunner Bay to 5th. A final surge from Alpine Thunder, trying to get global sensation. Alpine Thunder.
And it's Alpine Thunder, and Irad Ortiz wins for Cheeto at Keeneland. Gotta love that nickname he's had since he was a kid, but that was a big win.
It was a big win for Cheeto to go down there, and anytime he can win at Keeneland, it's a big deal. That was win number 3999 for Irad Ortiz Jr., and the very next day in the first race, he got number 4,000. What a career he's had. $332 million in purses. That's number 4 all time. 20 Breeders' Cup wins, a couple Belmonts. The only thing he lacks at this point is a Derby. He just needs the right horse.
Oh, he's going to get it soon, and he's a lot of fun to watch. He wills these horses to win. We're going to go to another break, but stick around because we have Adam Bowman, known as the Bow Show, plus Best of the Rest when we come back.
Here comes Jay Willard with a big run.
This is Parx.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parx, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs, and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, jockey Adam Bowman was at career win 299, but here he comes on a 21-1 shot. Here's the stretch call.
Redhead Italian off the turn with the lead and opens up a half length. Fancies Rosebud not going away though. Outside, Jay Willard's trying to re-rally, and even farther out, Here comes Jay Willard with a big run. Jay Willard going to the front at 21-1 and pulling away for a big surprise.
And Adam gets win number 300 at the Meadowlands for trainer Linda Simon on Jay Willard. What a finish that was. Really exciting. Adam rides all over. He's based here at Parx. He's one of our veteran jockeys, but you can see him at any Mid-Atlantic tracks.
And one of the absolute great guys here at the racetrack.
He did. We caught up with him here in the paddock at Parx Racing.
I'm very grateful to, my family first and foremost for, always support me and, the trainers, owners who've stuck by me. But, 300 to some people, it's nothing. But I've been here for 13 years, grinding, getting on 7, 8, 9 horses every single morning, putting in a lot of work. So it means a lot to me. I'm very grateful.
You're beloved in the jockey room. A lot of people look up to you. Talk about the relationships you have with your fellow riders.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of riders come and go through the years that I've been here, and I enjoy, talking to the younger guys, and now I'm one of the old men up there. I'm, 30, going to be 35 this year, so I feel like an old guy with some of these kids up there, but I enjoy it. It brings a fun dynamic to it.
You had a really great year last year. How's it feel getting to celebrate those wins with your family? I know they mean a lot to you here in the Winner's Circle, and your kids really get into the racing now.
Yeah, my wife and my kids, they're my biggest motivation of all, this is what puts food on my table and, presents under the tree. So it is great to mostly see them smile, and especially when Daddy wins a race, come home and, give them a hug. It's nothing better than that.
We love rooting for you and hope you get 300 more real soon. We'll be here for it.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to a really great guy. Let's turn our attention to this week's Jockey of the Week. Congratulations, jockey Adam Bowman, this week's Jockey of the Week. We love him and call him the Bow Show. He is 300th career win. Jockey of the Week is sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Now it's time for our Trainer of the Week. The PTHA proudly partners with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation to bring this week's Trainer of the Week, Ed Coletti. He had an impressive 2 wins back-to-back on Monday's card and a great week for trainer Ed Coletti. Now it's time for this week's Turning for Home Family Photo of the Week. This one means a lot. This is Playman. He was retired through trainer Miguel Rodriguez. He's by the great sire Curlin, and he was retired with an impressive 7 wins, 8 seconds over $200,000 in earnings. Well, he just competed in Kentucky in the Thoroughbred Makeover, the Retired Racehorse Project. He won the top Turning for Home award and competed in the Field Hunters with the accomplished trainer AP Graham. She is offering for sale, and he's going to be a top horse for someone. Danielle Montgomery was there representing Turning for Home, that was well represented with a lot of horses competing in the makeover.
We love the makeover.
We absolutely do. Well, it's time for Best of the Rest, and we're going to go to Keelan to the QE2 Cup. $750,000 big pot there. It's a grade 1 for 3-year-old fillies on the turf, and she feels pretty for Lale Stables.
Yeah, check out the silks. Those are the Barbaros silks for Roy and Gretchen Jackson. She feels pretty, and she absolutely explodes in the stretch. She finally got cover all year long. She's been waiting for that race where she got covered, could explode. 100 buyer. They might run her one more time this year, but look out for her as a 4-year-old next year. She's going to win major races.
And we've been talking about trainer Cherie DeVoe all year, and what a force she has been.
Indeed.
Well, let's go out to Santa Anita, and this is a maiden special weight. It's a little, means a little more this time.
It does. You need to hear this call, and in this call from Frank Maramati, there is a tribute to the late, great Larry Letterman. Here's Frank.
It's cap and gown time for Miramati, who's a maiden no more. Miramati trounces them, will win by 10 lengths.
This horse cost $1 million, Danny, 0 for 8. He was driving everybody crazy. Well, he won big, and in the middle of that call, if you heard what Frank said when he said a maiden no more, that was Larry's famous line when a horse finally broke his maiden.
And Miramati, named for Miramati, and of course him and Larry were dear friends. Well, let's get to this week's PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 4th race. Fillies and mares going 6 furlongs, and Valiant Majesty, she misses the break, but she comes flying.
I'll say she comes flying. She's going to just blow this field away at the end, Danny.
And I catch up with winning jockey Ruben Silvera after the race.
I got lucky because the track is deep right now. It's very hard for the horses coming behind, so she very slow, so I tried coming little by little, so I waiting for the end, see what happened, but I got a lot of horses leading.
Well, you're a pro. You handled it great. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Ruben, to all the connections. We're going to head to our final break. When we come back, we have our Parx picks and Craig Donnelly, so stick around.
The Excite Center at Parx Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the hilarious Steve Trevino on Saturday, November 23rd, plus funny lady Kathleen Madigan on Saturday, December 7th. Don't miss these two exciting headliners, only at the Excite Center inside Parx Casino. Parx Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
PA Bred, I think we've built a brand at this point.
It's excitement at every step.
Roses for Deborah just set a new track record.
On average, for the past decade, Pennsylvania paid over $28 million a year in breeders' awards, restricted races, and owner bonuses. Plus, PA Bred shine on the world's biggest stage. Just 3 states have bred more Breeders' Cup winners. Learn more at pabred.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. It's time for Parx Picks. It's today's 5th race, the MP Ballezzi Appreciation Mile. Look, I need a winner here, so I'm going to go strong. I'm going to go with Ness. He has 2 in here, but I'm going to go with Celestial Moon, Michael Sanchez, and him. They are quite the impressive team, and this horse has the numbers.
Yeah, one big off the claim, got a 92 buyer. That race obviously has a big chance to win. I'm going to go with Concealed Carry. Dexter Haddock, Lou Linder, last time just couldn't make the lead in the Parx Dirt Mile, a really good race. If you can come back to that race, Mayor's Mile on Smarty Jones Day, that's going to give him a chance. And this is a really good card. I mean, there are some of the best horses on the grounds coming up all the way through, so make sure you come out to that.
Oh, I'm nodding my head because that is so true. Let's see what Craig Donnelly says.
My pick for Saturday is in the 3rd race, number 3, Dream Chaser. I loved the way she ran last time. In her 2nd race after hiatus, she ducked out at the start, rushed to contention, dueled with a heavy favorite that was shipping from New Jersey, and continued very gamely. It was with the addition of blinkers, she's shown the ability to come off the pace, which might help in this race with a lot of early speed, and I look for Dream Chaser, who is stakes placed, to continue to show improvement.
All right, thank you, Craig. Well, hopefully we all made you some money. But it's time for Eye on Racing. Bookham Dano, the famous New Jersey bred, will be running out in Keelan in the Perryville.
And Nisi Marie will be running tomorrow in the Rudin Riddle Dowager. No, they're not going to run in the Breeders' Cup. You know, it's $100,000 to get in. You had to get her out there. Tough spot. She'll be one of the favorites in here. And then they're going to keep her in Kentucky because she's going to go in the Night of the Stars sale. And think about this, Danny. They bought her for $25,000. She's won over $1 million, and I'm sure they're hoping for 7 figures at the sale. You can do the math.
Oof. Well, I'll miss seeing her every day in the barn with her cone in front of her, pinning her ears at me, waiting for cookies. Well, it's going to be a great day here at Parx, and make sure you come out. We have Hall of Fame Day, the MP Ballezzi Appreciation Mile, and the National Thoroughbred League here. You might get the chance to meet Dr. J. You probably already met him before.
I have met Dr. J.
How cool is that? Well, get in your car and come out. First post is 12:40, and if not, come join us Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thanks for watching us, and we'll see you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parx Pennsylvania Derby.